Joseph Ironheart, the unlucky one. He sits in the Watcher dimension, hoping that the professor will shut up at last. For you see, in the watching dimension, information exists as much as space in our universe. Via specific energy emissions, think of chemical reactions, Joseph causes some information streams to become accessible to him. Then, a demon appears. His hair, long and black. His skin, grayish-pink and covered in scars. His body is covered in a metallic loincloth, his head, with 2 red eyes. Hello, unlucky one. A demon laughs. Oh hey, wait a second. How did you get in here? Joseph gasps, realizing this shouldn't be possible. Magic. The demon exclaims. Really? Joseph asks. No, dumbass. I am information. My information, stories, exist throughout the universe. The demon laughs. OHHH. Joseph says. Let's fight. The demon roars. Within a microsecond, Hakio teleports in front of Joseph and performs a sidekick, knocking him back. Joseph runs at the demon with a technique that enables him to eliminate you from every timeline. He runs faster then, slides beneath his legs before standing behind him and hitting him directly at center mass. Alas, it is for naught. I'm Hakio, and you are weak. The demon scoffs. How'd that not war minus, Joseph whispers, but before he can finish, Hakio rams his face into the ground. You are in a realm of literal conceptual information, you have no reason to ask me that question, weakling. Hakio growls. I see. And done. All information on you was processed. It appears only 16,097 books exist about you from humans. Joseph laughs. That statement is technically correct and incorrect. Hakio responds. I could have sworn each of those books was 5.48% of a Nankow gigabyte. And there were 1,000 times the number of books. How could his current feeble brain survive that? And wasn't all human knowledge of me, but a trillionth of my known galactic knowledge. Well, from what I see, you are a demon who plagued a place called Japan. I already know that Hakio means insane, so I'm guessing that's what you do to people. You are from hell, which is far beyond the multiverse. And you've plagued what? As many galaxies as there are humans who will live. Yes. Joseph says condescendingly. Correction, the lower multiverse. Hakio says nonchalantly. Is he a Nexus sort of deal? Or more so Platonism? I can feel his immense psychic power, as if he is madness itself. Joseph wonders in confusion. And why was his face so shocked before I read off the information? I only wish I could read his thoughts. Joseph thinks. I don't know what either of those means off the top of my head, and I don't care. Hakio roars as he shrinks in size. At his microscopic size, he invades Joseph's body. He shrinks past the epidermis, then into the cell, then the nucleus of the cell. And smaller. Atoms become akin to solar systems, and then smaller, even a quark is a universe. Then, bang. A chain reaction. Just this universe within an atom was destroyed. And for what energy level would be released from a universe but that of a birthing universe? Gaichhh, Joseph screams as a universe explodes from within his heart. Don't die. Joseph coughs. I see that. Hakio. Space and time, God and man, machine and nature, all have tried to tear me apart, but none can say they have succeeded. I will return. Joseph boasts. What the hell? He says that as if he's fought the living concepts of such. And it doesn't appear like he is crazy, otherwise I'd have absorbed him by now. Joseph runs at Hakio and tries to land a punch, but he phases. Then Hakio. My deal is simple. You obviously can't beat me, so I'll make this law squared, as long as you land 20 consecutive attacks on me. I'll leave. Hakio cackles. Perfect. Ironheart mutters as he creates a sword. Before Joseph can attack, Hakio runs himself into the sword. He then spins around, shattering the sword from the handle as he moves his hand to grab Joseph's face, slamming him through multiple planets. He pulls the sword shard out and throws into Joseph's leg. "Damn you!" Joseph yells as he coughs blood. "Don't blame me for the blade that you made has so much energy that you can't heal." Hakio chuckles. He grabs Joseph's arm and begins bashing his own head with his face, which causes Joseph's hand to break and only causes a slight cut on Hakio's lip. At this, he lands a punch on Joseph's right side of his face. However, Joseph uses Volant to say Turn Debaut to stop the attack from snapping his head and neck. However, Joseph's will is so strong that he ends up pushing his face through Hakio's face, tearing off his jaw. Now he stops time. Joseph Ironheart regenerates his body while he has stopped time, only for the demon to throw dust at speeds that throw it out of all time and space. This rips apart Ironheart's clothes and skin. After this, Hakio rips a hole into the temporal oceans, which floods the area with time again. "Damn kid. I didn't know people here were able or willing to erase concepts like time." Hakio laughs. "Concept?" Joseph asks confused. Yes. Anyone can move and stop time for the universe because time is a phenomenon that exists for everyone slightly different. You know, string frequencies." Hakio says. "Oh." Joseph whispers. "That doesn't matter." Hakio roars. Hakio runs at Joseph and jumps above him, unleashing a flurry of missiles and arrows. Joseph claps and knocks back the missiles and arrows by shaking the universe itself. Hakio does a counter roar that completely restabilizes the universe. Joseph runs at Hakio and teleports above him to land a blow with his axe in his skull, but with a single glance, the axe is shattered into quarks and shot across thousands of light years in femtoseconds. Joseph teleports back and creates 2 hammers, but Hakio grabs them and hits his skull on them in a millisecond, shattering them into prions. Can Joseph beat a literal demon? One who claims he could devour dimensions. "I can't beat you," Joseph says defeated. "Why is that?" Hakio asks, almost sad that one of his greatest battles might end. "You are stronger," Joseph says angrily. "Fool. I'll give you all of my power in exchange for yours and show you the truth," Hakio says pridefully. "Fine. Take them." Joseph scoffs. Joseph attacks with fire, but Hakio has a 12th-dimensional shield. At this, Joseph grows massively in size and summons a sledgehammer jumping on top of and shattering the entire 12th dimension. At this point, Hakio grows to enormous size, throwing the IC-1101 galaxy like a frisbee at Joseph from 3.9 trillion light-years away. Joseph shields himself. He can now. He reacts to block within the same zeptosecond. Now in time frames that make even zeptoseconds appear to be a millennium, Hakio and Joseph cross sunlands of light years, destroying numerous galaxies, stars, and even eliminating an octrack. Alas, at least all the higher dimensions could watch safely. Or could they? Joseph retreats to try and undertake this cosmic battle and properly use, thus power. Alas, a new version of him takes over, necessity causes rebirth. He was covered in an aura, an otherworldly and higher, yet familiar presence. Hakio runs after Joseph into the 456,891,273 dimension. The beautiful higher dimensional trees are sliced down as Hakio runs after Joseph. Time itself doesn't exist at this level. Nor any level of mathematics we have. Even the ideas of the brightest such as Plato, Max Tegmark, Georg Cantor, David Hilbert, and even Euclid are meaningless here. They became meaningless about 456,891,272,999,996 dimensions lower. Joseph Ironheart rips apart the tree he was hiding in and pounces on him. Hakio then activates his power, dimensional shedding. It rips off the trillions of dimensions from both characters and they land back in the original 3. It feels like we are equals, but I was weaker. Joseph gasps with shock. No. You were just dumber. You can't use your true power. Runt. Hakio screams. He runs into Joseph's fist before he can start running and starts bleeding. The blood leaks across his face as he smiles, grinning from ear to ear. He kicks Joseph in the chin, knocking him 2,000 meters in the air. Fortunately, Joseph is able to manipulate the air molecules as well as magnetic fields on the planet to stabilize. He aims from above and flies at maximum speed with his fist to slam down on the demon Hakio. However, as he speeds forth, at speed so great he goes back in time to when the demon was standing in the same place 30,000 years ago. As he slams him in the face, the attack ripples across all of time. Entire timelines are erased, many more are shaken to the core. Alas, this mad thing stands smiling. His face with a single scratch on the right cheek. Soon after, a demon called by Hakio was sent to seal away all other timelines and universes. Why? Joseph cries. Why what? Hakio asks apathetically. Why are you doing this? Of all the souls, despite all of your power, you are this. Why, damn it? Joseph screams as he coughs blood. His aura fades. Joseph dodges several mines that Hakio placed in other axes, length, width, higher axes. Hakio soon devours the entirety of the universe, causing them both to fall to hell. Now in this universe, their battle continues. Hakio decides to return his powers to himself and uses this to send omnidirectional hellfire. However, Joseph catches a blast of hell energy that Hakio shot. Hakio and Joseph transport to a higher dimension, outside of hell and in the multiverse, and continue their fight. Joseph lands one punch on the demon's face. Then another on his chest. And another to the gut. He soon begins unleashing multiple higher dimensional shapes that rip Hakio's body apart. Fortunately for Hakio, he is able to stop the attack, but Joseph uses a sword to land 7 attacks on him. Joseph is able to become the idea of the living universe itself and is able to devour Hakio, landing 6 attacks on him during the absorption. This isn't him, is it? It's the other Joseph, right? Hakio yells as he rips out of the guts of living universe Joseph. So you finally see me. An ethereal voice cackles. Yes. This shouldn't be possible unless you merge with the first wave. There are 3 hearts of iron. Find all 3 and you shall have the privilege of fighting us again. The ethereal voice challenges. I'll fight Joseph Ironheart again. Hakio roars at the sky, which Ironheart has become. We are Joseph Ironheart as he must be. And you, vile creatures, are done. Joseph said. With this, Joseph Ironheart destroys the demon. All of heaven and hell watch the impossible. Joseph diffuses with himself and enters back to creation. All of the multiverse realign by the will of other Joseph and all is well. Joseph now rests. Then, soul fire happens. He teleports behind Joseph.